Squad, welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah, where I'm on a largely unsuccessful mission to lose 100 pounds my way. I'm here today, back on my new year, new me bull. That's right, I am trying to get myself back on track after a pretty rough last 6 months. Now, I could sit here and probably spend 20-25 minutes talking about how the second half of 2021 was kind of a shit show for me, but that's not really the vibe of my channel. I want to keep it positive, and there's nothing I can really do now except move forward, because let me tell you, friends, the damage has been done. I would say that my eating habits over the last 6 months could best be described as willy-nilly? No, that's not really strong enough. Maybe a hot mess? Even that doesn't feel right. I'm gonna say it's been a complete show. I have had multiple days where I ate fast food for every single meal, which, you know, that's just calorie bomb after calorie bomb. I had Christmas treats, I had Thanksgiving treats, I had no particular reason treats. I just didn't care and didn't pay any attention to calories. I haven't been tracking, and every time that I tried to get back on track, I just completely had a lack of discipline. So moving into 2022, I want to make 2022 my bitch. Seriously, like, I am just so over this. It's taken me way too long. I'm almost at this 2 years and I've virtually gotten nowhere. I think I'm ultimately at the end of the day, and I'm going to share all my weigh-in information, but right now I'm only like 20 pounds from where I started, and that is just not good. So there's a few things that I'm going to focus on moving into the new year. Number one is discipline. Discipline is the very, very big one. I have to start telling myself no. I have to start taking control. I have to commit to the things that I say I'm going to do for myself and not screw around with that. That discipline is going to lead me to number two, which for me is consistency. Now, I have repeatedly said on my channel throughout the years that any diet that you do is going to work if you do it consistently and you stick to it. I don't follow anything specific. I just eat the food I normally would, just in moderation and within my calorie budget, which is anywhere from 1,300 to 1,600 calories a day. I like to try and fall somewhere right in the middle of that. To help me be more consistent with my food, I've actually created a spreadsheet for the entire year where I can track all of my meals on a monthly basis. I actually sat down, wrote out all my meals for the month of January, and I've done a really, really good job in this first week sticking to it, and the results I had are really gonna show. It's a really cool tracker. It's a pretty basic spreadsheet, nothing fancy, but it's got all the data points that I need, but most importantly, it's got my meals all lined out. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out of what I'm gonna eat in a day, takes a lot of the guesswork out of, you know, what do I need to grocery shop for. I've really, really enjoyed it in this first week that I've actually stuck to it. So I'm hoping to keep that momentum going throughout the rest of the year. If it's something you might be interested in using, I am going to make a separate video where I will kind of show you my meal planner and what I track on that and how I use it. And then I'll have a shareable copy that you can make a copy of for yourself and try using it and make it what you want it to be for you. So if that's helpful, keep an eye out for that. That'll be the next video that I have coming up. Speaking of videos, that's something I want to get back to as well. I think I, somewhere along the line, lost sight of why I really started my YouTube channel, which was for accountability. I need accountability on my weight loss journey. It is not even a question of maybe I need it. I absolutely need it. And so I am going to commit to doing every Sunday a weigh-in video. If I do nothing else, I mean, who cares, right? I want and need to do the weigh-in videos for my own accountability. I'm always working towards that. So I'm tracking my food, calories, and weight on a daily basis, but then I'm also averaging it out to kind of look at some numbers. And then I will have, of course, my weekly weight loss, my final weigh-in being on Saturday, to report to you guys on Sunday, which I think will be really, really helpful for me. It's going to help me with all those other things I'm working on, the discipline, the consistency, and then of course the accountability and community part of that as well. So my starting weight, like millions of Americans, I hopped on that scale the very first day of 2022. That was last Saturday already. And my weight was so disappointing because I had not been really weighing myself regularly. I would do it here or there kind of sporadically, but I was just struck by the number that reflected back on me. I was really disappointed. So last Saturday I weighed in at 262.8 pounds. That was really, really hard for me to just say right now to a camera, but it is what it is, and I'm facing the music. And like I said earlier, all I can do is move forward, have a plan, and do my best. So my weigh-in this week, yesterday, which was Saturday, was 254.2. So that is a weight loss of 8.6 pounds for my first week, which I am very, very much hoping I can continue that momentum through the last of the month. I do want to share with you some averages for the week. So my average calorie intake was 1589 calories. I did have one binge on Thursday. I had a pretty stressful situation come up, but I managed it. I tracked it, and when I started tracking, I was probably about in the middle of it. I started tracking, I was like, okay, stop. You need to stop. So I did. So that average is probably a little higher than it would be if I had not had that binge at night on Thursday. My average weight throughout the week was about 257 pounds, which is pretty darn good. This is a new thing that I'm sharing with you. I thought you guys might find this interesting, but I did want to share some of my highlight meals from the week. I know one of the favorites of mine this week was a big bowl of shrimp and broccoli with a lemon butter sauce. Another night I had this homemade beef stew, which was just, oh my God, it was so good. I made it in the Instant Pot. It was easy, didn't take a long time, and everybody in the house loved it. In my house, we love Italian food, and I am not Italian, but I can cook Italian food really well. So another highlight was this penne and meat sauce. Super easy meal, doesn't take a whole ton of time to make. Just throw the meat in a pot, brown it, and there it goes. It was so, so good. So what do you think? Is that helpful? Do you guys like seeing, some of the things I eat throughout the week? I know what I eat in a day videos are really, really popular, and maybe in the future I'll start making some more of those, but I pretty much just eat normal food. I just measure and weigh all of it to make sure that I am falling within my calorie budget. So I'm not focusing too much on exercise right now because my eating has been so out of control. I want to really just solely focus on reining that in and doing one big thing at a time. I think it's going to help me again with that discipline factor and just getting back to where I need to be food-wise. So I'm doing myself a favor by not overwhelming myself. However, that being said, I'm actually in workout clothes right now, and I do want to hop on the treadmill for a little bit today, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, just kind of easing into this. It was a tough 6 months, especially like come September. I had a major curveball thrown at me that I really wasn't expecting, and so for me, I didn't deal with that well. It's not something I really want to talk about on camera right now. I will eventually, but if you really want to know, just message me on Instagram. I'm happy to talk about it privately. It's just not something I want to talk about on camera yet. So yeah, so sorry I've been MIA. It's been a weird bunch of months. I want to get back to doing things for the right reasons and holding myself accountable and getting back into the community and helping you guys with your goals as well. So we'll see what the future holds. I don't want to overpromise, but I also don't want to underpromise, because that's part of the accountability and discipline and consistency part for me. So I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. It means a lot to me. If you're new here and this is the very first video of mine that you're seeing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Helps the channel a lot, which helps me a lot. And, you know, let's all just support each other through 2022. I think we can really kick some ass this year together. So until next time, I'll see you real soon.